Hello, welcome to Britt and Toni's Art Journaling. I'm Toni.
I'm Britt.
And we're here today because we are painting leaves in our art journal. So if you like painting and you'd like to gather some leaves from the garden and your cup of tea and a few paints, we're going to get started with our art journaling.
Yeah, and the reason we're doing this is we've been running workshops for years and we just love to get people together to play with colours, and we found that to do it in a journal is a really good way of starting out, especially if you've not done much art before but you're longing to be creative. So we just got some paints and our books and we're ready. So we've got a mixture of leaves from the garden. I'm going to start with a sage leaf. Today we're using acrylic paints. Literally, I like to water it down a bit because then it flows over the leaf better. Don't mind getting messy. And I'll put it down, press a bit, and lift it up. That's it.
I'm just using two colours now to paint the back of my leaf. You can use as many colours as you like. Just going to paint all my edges pink if I can.
Have you mixed it with water, or is it already quite runny?
Yeah, I've mixed it. I've lots of water already on my leaf. And then I'm just going to press it on my paper. But I tried one earlier, so I'll try it again. Oh, the right way around. And then
that's the good thing we're doing in a book.
I'm going to press.
You can start with a new page anytime.
Yeah, going to press. And I like to press with paper because I don't really like all the paint everywhere. Although that looks quite nice. And then lift up.
That's lovely.
So I've got the two different colours. So I'm going to try a different leaf now with the same type of colours.
I'm going to try with some ink as well. We've got some acrylic inks, we've got normal acrylic paint, and we've got some fluid acrylics. And sometimes we spray the page with water as well, as this is watercolour paper. These journals are really good. We like to have books that have about 300 grams thickness at least. So this is very fluidy. So I'll do that. And I find a paintbrush to move it across, and you can see this has got lots of veins. Actually, I might do it with one more colour. I'm going to do some yellow. Look at that. Here we go. I think that yellow and purpley colour goes well. What do you think, Toni?
Yeah, I like the colours.
And then I get half of it on my fingers, but that's some of the fun. One more drop of this. The fun about this is just playing with colours, really. Okay, let's try to put that down. I'll do it there. Press down. And lift it up.
Oh, that's lovely.
And we always do it on the back of the leaf because that's where the pattern is. You can do the front, but you wouldn't get as many lines as here. And you pressed it down once, but you can press it again because there's still paint on there. So it will just be slightly different the second time, but still lovely. Even a third time. Like so. Look at that.
I really like these leaves. Do you like these ones?
Yeah, I was going to do the same, the dainty ones.
Yeah,
They're a bit harder to cover, but they are nice. I'd like to do a different colour. I might do some blue.
I'm really enjoying these leaves. These are only tiny little ones, but they're just really effective when you put the paint on the paper. And I'm going to try doing some nice yellow ink now.
Can you get it? Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Sorry, that was
Yeah, we don't mind a bit of mess. Right,
I'm going to try
colour?
Try a little
gold.
leaf now.
Do some gold. I'm going to do a big leaf now, and I'm going to try with a bit of red. I think I could do with some red mixed in with this.
Yes, I think those big leaves were really good, actually.
Yeah,
Because they're sort of flowery around the outside.
I can't remember what plant they were from.
And I really like what you've done on your paper, where that's your pressing paper.
Yeah, that's
really good.
When you go like that, it come up. So I could use that, because that's a thing we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leftover things and colours you can cut out and use when you make cards, which is quite nice. We can show you that another time, can't we, Toni?
Yeah. See, Britt's looks really good. Mine doesn't look so great, but
yes, it does. Stop it.
No,
comparison.
yours looks really good, because you
good.
could, like you say, use it in other art projects, or just use it for art journaling in general, can't you, really?
We don't waste anything, do we?
No. And the great thing about art journaling is you can either do a whole picture around for both pages, and as you go through the book. What made you get into art journaling, Britt, to start with?
It's quite a few years ago. Me and my friend were running a pottery painting cafe.
Okay.
And a lady came and did some lessons. So we had, I think once a week, we offered some art lessons. And she brought an art journal and some paints, and I'd never done it before, never seen it, and I realised this is something everybody can do. That's why we love doing it. With no experience, it's not as daunting as when you have a, look, I'm making a mess. If you've got a big canvas in front of you and you feel like you've got to paint a picture, where do you start? But with an art journal, you have so many different pages, and it's more like playing, and it's so freeing. And so she came and taught us, and I just got hooked almost straight away. And then I went through quite a different season in my life, and I found that the art journaling was a saviour. It was just something that I could do for myself, and it always felt better afterwards.
Yes, I remember when you said to me about art journaling, and I didn't really understand what art journaling was, but I really love art journaling now, and there's so many different things we can do with art journaling.
Yeah, I find sometimes when I've done a picture, I think, oh, I might want to use that on something else. I'll paint it on a bigger picture, or I'll make a card out of it, or you can print on things. It's lots of possibilities.
That's right, and I also like junk journaling as well, where you're using lots of papers and different things to go on to the journal. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that one week and show them how to do it.
That's right, and I think the thing about doing anything with this one with the leaves is we're going to be adding things after this, like gold and glitter and things like that, so you can build up the layers as you're painting.
Yeah, I might even add some birds or something else.
Yes, that would be good. You're good at doing birds.
Well, I don't know what it is. I love birds and flowers. I do lots of that.
And I'm just someone who likes just colour.
I quite like it so the first time I pressed down, it was quite bold.
Oh, yes.
And second time, you only get the veins.
That's really nice.
I might even do a third time over here.
I do like these sage leaves. I think they're definitely the favourite.
Yes, and they smell good as well.
They do.
You get the fragrance when you do it. And with the leaves, the good thing with leaves, you can get them all year round. It's not just in the autumn, because in the garden you always have some leaves. Well, usually there'll be some evergreen that you can get somewhere when you walk, so if you haven't got a
That's
garden.
right. These are so nice, these leaves. They
Yeah,
just do
I'm
a
back
nice
to sage
blend.
leaf now.
Yeah, they really do. And
nice
these
pattern.
big leaves are really clear, aren't they?
Pelargonium, is that what they're called, the flowers? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. This leaf, if it's going to work.
Yeah, just like I said, if they're really shiny. Well, you've done it on the front as well, haven't you? Yeah. The back.
I've done it the wrong way round.
Oh, there is no right or wrong in art journaling. It's just playing. Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yeah. Surprise.
Okay.
So what colour do you think is missing now?
Some green maybe,
Yeah,
or gold.
I think green or blue. I might do some blue. Maybe try that leaf. That one. I think the page is almost, I mean, sometimes I like to have lots of white, sometimes I like to cover it all with colour, but I think I'm going to leave a bit of white this time and make room for some birds. I know that you're going to make room for glitter because you're a glitter girl.
Yes, I'm a glitter person. I like lots of glitter,
yes.
and lots of sparkle and lots of gold, like gold flakes, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm not very good at painting painting things like birds, so I just like lots and lots of different colour on the page.
But you know, sometimes with birds and things like that, you can cheat in a way. If you use carbon paper, you just copy a picture and you trace it on, and that's quite effective.
Yeah, that's right.
I can show that next time. Right, a long blue leaf. Let's see. There.
We have been doing a art class for the last 2 years now, 2.5 years. An art club. So we do that once a month, and we do lots of different art techniques in the art club.
Yeah, people bring their own little art journal book, and then we just put out some materials, maybe do a little demonstration, and it's so lovely to see everybody's come out completely different, and everybody loves it, don't they?
Oh, absolutely, it's really good. But we just thought we would do something online so that you could join us as well.
The thing is, when you use ink, you don't have to mix it with water.
Yeah, I really like that.
Nicely.
Mine just looks a complete mess compared to yours.
No, it doesn't.
Look,
Stop
my green.
comparing. I love yours. Yes, and you too. If you're doing stuff, don't compare to what we're doing. You do your thing. We do our thing.
And we're sat here in Britt's studio, if you're wondering where we are. So we're just sat here on some comfy chairs with our cup of tea.
In the garden. Yeah.
Yeah, in the garden.
So the different materials we've used here, we don't expect you to remember us chatting about what it is. We'll put that on a little list in the description below, so you know what we're using. But you're not limited to using this. Any paints you have, you can use.
Yeah, I think my favourite paints are gold though. Always gold and glitter.
Oh, that was too wet.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it makes it darker.
Yeah, so you just put extra ink on.
Or, yeah, and there was water on my paintbrush.
But that looks really good.
And I do like to use the leaf more than once. You press it several times. Right, I think I have to stop now. That's the thing. Sometimes you don't know when to stop. Because you're having so much fun.
You're having fun.
And if you need to dry things in between, we just use hair dryers.
Yeah, just to dry them. Yeah. But I really like that blue. I think that's come out really, really well.
Yeah, but I need to stop.
And the gold, the sort of yellowy gold.
Yeah, that's the lime green one, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to stop now. Are you?
I'm going to do one more green.
Okay.
And then I'll stop because there was a lot of blue there.
I better do a red. I haven't done a red yet, so I'll do a red one. That red is nice. Nice red colour.
Oh, yeah.
Might add a little bit of blue. Yeah. Going to add a little bit of pink.
Oh, that's really nice.
Around the edges.
One like that.
A little bit in the middle, maybe.
I think I'm done. Right, we've come to the end for this time, but we'll do more next time.
Yes, that's right, and thank you very much for joining us. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up or hit the subscribe button, and any comments, please leave for us. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.